Year 2, Miss Wilson here for today's maths lesson. As always, make sure you've done the flashback before you watch this video. Well done for your work yesterday adding equal groups. We're going to use that today to help us with something else. Before we get started, let's practice our counting. Today we're going to practice counting in tens. I want you to have 10 fingers ready to show that each time we count on, we're adding 10. Starting at 0. Are you ready? We're going to go to 120. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. Well done, everybody. Now it's your turn. Get those fingers ready. 0. Keep going. 100. 120. Well done, everybody. That will really help us with today's lesson. Today, we are learning to make arrays. My turn, arrays. An array is when we have a group of things such as dots or swirls or absolutely anything, and we arrange it into rows and columns. Rows and columns. A row goes across horizontally. So this would be a row if something is in a line this way. If something is in a line this way, going from top to bottom, up to down, it would be a column. So this here, that would be a column. You can't quite see that. That's the word column there. So we have rows and columns. So in this array example, let's see how many rows I have. I can see I've got 1 row, 2 rows. I've got 2 rows. Let's see how many columns I've got. 1 row, 2 row, 3 rows. So you can see it makes it really easy. It's a really neat way to lay out our objects, and it's called an array in rows and columns. So let's see how we can use what we did yesterday to make some lovely arrays. Here I have some equal groups, just like we've been learning. I have made 3 equal groups of 2. I've got 1, 2, 3 groups, and in each group there are 1, 2 cubes. How could I write that as a number sentence? I'm going to use the add symbol. I've got 2, add 2, add 2. And I can count in twos, 2, 4, 6. I've got 6 altogether. Now I'm going to use this to make an array because this isn't very neat, is it? I like it to be laid out nice and neat. So I'm going to make some columns and some rows, and these are the number of columns and rows I'm going to have. You can choose which one you want to be rows or columns. I'm going to make 3 rows, I think. So I'm going to bring this one here. Remember, rows go across. Columns go down. So I want 3 rows. 1, 2, 3. I've got 1, 2, 3 rows and 1, 2 columns. So I've made an array. I've made a really lovely neat array from my equal groups. Here I have some more equal groups. I've used counters this time instead. Let's see what I've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can count in 5s, can't we? Do it with me. 5, 10, 15. 1 lot of 10 and 5 ones. Excellent. I want to make an array using those. So I'm going to need 1, 2, 3 rows and 5 columns because I've got 3 groups with 5 in each group. Doesn't matter if you choose to do the 3 and the 5 in rows or columns. Let's make this look like a lovely, neat array. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is it's going up to down. Is that a row or a column? Well done, it's a column. And the next one, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the last column, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 1, 2, 3 columns and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. Can you see how that makes it much easier for us to count rather than when it's in little groups? Because I can just go 5, 10, 15. Let's have a look at one more example. How many equal groups have I got now? That's right, 2 equal groups. Let's see how many I've got in each group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they are equal groups and I've got 2 of them. 10 and 10 is 20. Well done. I'm going to put these into an array. Remember, it doesn't matter which way I do the columns and which ways I do the rows. I'm going to put them into columns. And because I've done this one in a column, I have to do the other one in a column too. And the last one, sorry, they're very fiddly counters, 10. Excellent. I've got 2 columns, which were my 2 groups. And let's see how many rows I've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rows. Because remember, rows go this way, columns go this way. I know I've got 20. 10 and 10 makes 20. What if I turn my array this way round? Is it still the same? Well, my columns have changed. I've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 columns and 1, 2 rows. So the columns and rows have switched, but the number of counters is still the same. Let's try it. Let's count in 2s. 2, 4. 20. I've still got 20. So it doesn't matter which way round you put your array or which way round your rows and columns are, you still have the same amount of counters. It's a good way to check you're working and check that the first calculation, the first number sentence you did was correct. Your job now is to make your own arrays. I have put some number sentences on Google Classrooms and I want you to use objects around your house to make the arrays. You can use absolutely anything you want. Bits of pasta, shoes, socks, bits of fruit, anything you want. The most creative, the better. I will repost some of your creative ideas as well. Well done everybody, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye.